it's been a little it's been a little while since I've been on here, and I figured, hey, it's finally not raining, and I don't have a whole lot going on, so I want to go live with you guys. Um, it has been one wild time out here on the farm with all the rain. Um, we have gotten so much rain. I'll wait and get a few people on here. Um, but it's been pretty crazy out here on the farm. We've got it's like I think we're gonna get a break, and this week we were only supposed to have 1 day of rain, and it was pretty wet on Monday. Tuesday today it was supposed to be nice, and then we had a storm pop up, and it just absolutely just flooded everything again. So needless to say, my old garden's been struggling. I keep on looking out here looking for a little bit of progress, and it just hadn't had any sunlight. So what's the weather like in your area? If you guys, everybody's on here. It it's been. I'm not complaining about like the temperature because it has been nice. Um, it's been, man. I mean, we got up probably in mid 80s. You know, a little bit the last week. Um, wasn't too bad, but it's been pretty nice. So in between all the rains and stuff, we've been up working on the cabin a little bit. But really, I've been fishing quite a bit with Philip. He has got the fishing bug. He's actually out fishing right now. He's just absolutely loving fishing. He's gotten to the bass fishing, and so we've got a neighbor's pond that has some nice bass just to the east of us, and then we go out there on the pond out there on the farm, and he's been catching some fish. So Philip's been busy with that. Olivia, she's been really busy. Hello, Olivia from South Carolina. Um, Olivia, my Olivia, she's been real busy with basketball. She had, in the summertime with her high school, they have, the month of June, they have team camps. So that's where she gets with the high school. Hello, Donna. But that's where she gets with the high school and plays with her teammates. And they were last week they were at a college close to us in Tahlequah called Northeastern State University. And then this week she has been at Oral Roberts University in Tulsa. So she has played a lot of basketball and pretty tired today. The humidity in Arkansas. Well, I'm sure it's I'm sure it's probably this that way here also a little bit. It's going to get warm. I mean, it hadn't been too bad right now, but it is going to warm up later in the week, and it is going to be quite sultry. So, uh, with the humidity, with the water, and everything like that, the mosquitoes have been pretty wild out here too. Not so much here at the house, but like up on the farm when we're working and fishing and stuff. Mosquitoes been bad. So, anyways, I'm going to show you kind of here behind what we got going on. As you can see right here, this is my Florida weave system with, those are celebrity tomatoes. I always get it mixed up between the determinate and indeterminate, which the determinate I think is the ones that just bear all kind at once. I've got pretty much everything determinate. So I got celebrity there, and then right here behind me on this side, well, actually further down, those are jet stars, and then right here next beside me, that's some just a cherry tomato, and then I have a Roma tomato there behind it. So, Philip, he keeps asking me, "Hey, when we gonna get some tomatoes out there in the stand?" And he is ready for it. I tell you, kind of something funny. Um, Philip, he's like a little businessman, and he's really looking forward to like the fruit stand and stuff like that. Well, he got into this bass fishing, and he's always used my tackle. You know, that's pretty normal. You know, I did the exact same thing whenever I was a kid. We would go through, and I'd get my dad's tackle, and that's what we would use. Well, I took him to right across from my grandpa's place there, the Farm and Locust. There is a bait shop. I'm talking like right across the road, called Big Daddy's Bait Shop. Well, we went there on it was Saturday, and Philip, he's big into his bass fishing, so he needs some bass fishing lures. So we went in there, and he spent all of his money that he had with him. He had $30 with him, and he bought $30 worth of lures and had some frogs. He was all excited about these, and then he went to the pond down there below the cabin. I went up and worked on the cabin. He came up there a little bit later, and he lost all of his lures, and he said, "Dad, I need you to teach me how to tie these on a little bit better." And then he was asking me, "Hey, can I earn some money? I need to get that $30 back." So he's kind of starting to realize, you know, these fishing lures, they don't come real cheap. So he's pretty careful about his fishing now. So it's been fun for him. So, but anyways, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna show you guys what we got going on here. So I don't know if you can really tell or not, but where we are at, it is like one great big valley. Okay, so all this water comes in, and it kind of settles out. The water's kind of run a little bit of my topsoil, and it's gotten lower over here. I usually plant that with some corn over there on this, on this side of the garden, but I planted my corn there in the back. But I've been putting down these weed barrier that I get from an industry, and I put this weed barrier down, and it lets water to go through it. And I drilled my holes and stuff last year, so I didn't have to do that this year. But it's kind of been holding a little bit of water. You can see my peppers are doing okay. My zucchini and squash, they're very sporadic, which, sorry, I kind of lost you. The zucchini and the squash are a little bit sporadic. I think I had some seed that wasn't as good. And then right through here, I've got my cucumbers. They're kind of coming up. And it's hard for me to really tell if it is seed quality or if it's more of the weather, the moisture, too much water, and so on. So I'm not really sure quite yet, but I'm gonna take and replant some of these. Over here, I've got some cantaloupe and watermelon, and then this next one is some watermelon, and I've replanted a little bit, but it gets really low right through here. And right through here is kind of where I had the hogs kind of hung out and stuff, and they wallered it down, and so it really holds a lot of water down there. So anyways, that's what I got going on here in the garden. This barrier right here has made it nice, though. Usually whenever it's wet like this, you can't get out here in the garden at all, but it helps it where I can get out here and maneuver around a little bit and check things out. And then I'm gonna check this out right here. So you guys know Bo Moorhead from Moorhead Homestead. He gave me some okra seed. I think it was like 2 years ago, and I finally planted it in the ground. And I wasn't quite sure if it's gonna come up, and I'm just now coming out here, and I'm gonna show you guys. I was giving Bo a hard time. We worked together, and I said, "Bo, you gave me bad seed." But looky there. I've got some okra. It's starting to pop up through there. But anyways, I was planting that okra, and this seed didn't have any like any kind of pesticide or anything like that on it to keep the animals off of it. And when I was planting it, my chickens were out at the time, and they were picking up the seed just about as quick as I could put it down. So they were making it difficult on me also. So I had to hurry up and plant it and then get it covered up pretty quick. So it might be a little bit sporadic where the chickens were eating on it. I'm going to show you guys my chicken coop. I've been fighting with the chickens. I use an electric netting around my chicken coop. I used it with the pigs too, and I mean, it worked out great. But my chickens got to where they were running through the they were running through the squares pretty easy. It said, I bought this netting on Amazon, and it said that it was poultry rated. Well, that wasn't the case. So I bought me some more, and if you guys saw my last video, it was off a different website, and it said it was a smaller squares and stuff like that. Well, it came exactly the same as the stuff I got off Amazon. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna buy me some Premier One fencing. And I never really looked into it. I just I buy a lot of stuff off Amazon, so I was like, well, Amazon's quite a bit cheaper than Premier One. Well, it really wasn't that much cheaper whenever I went and did some research. So I got me some Premier One fencing. I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, I'm zoomed in, sorry. So there it is. It's not, I need to kind of tighten it up a little bit, but I've got, these little chickens have been getting out on me though, and I'm not really sure where they're getting out. I saw one of them actually go through one of these squares the other day, and I hatched these out with the incubator. So they're wanting to come back in here and roost. Let's see if I can get them back in here. I'm gonna open it up. All right. All right, once y'all get in there. Well, my other one's gonna want to get out now. I'm just gonna leave that open, let y'all go in there. All right. But I got these from Guy at work, and they're just a different assortment of them. Hopefully they're all hens. I think I have 6 of them that hatched out. So we're just gonna wait for them to crow on me. The last time I hatched them out, I said, I think they're all hens. Well, whenever I was doing a video, then they all started crowing all at once. I'm like, nope, I was wrong. See, do y'all know some easy ways to tell if they're hens or not? All right, hello, Kathy. Kathy, I am doing great. The garden struggling a little bit just because of all the water, but other than that, doing just fine. Hello, Lisa. I'm gonna show y'all. Love the chickens. Yeah, they're a lot of fun also. Let me see if Philip, I'm gonna turn this around.